This is the Scary Movie Clubcast.
Live from the clubhouse, this is Scary Movie Clubcast. This is Nadine, Megan,
and Amanda.
And tonight we watched The Village. And, it's not the greatest, let's be real. But honestly, I have seen worse. And I will say that the first time I saw it, didn't see the twist coming. So I will give it 2.5 furries.
Okay. Solid answer. I'm going to say 2.75.
Interesting. I'm gonna give it 3. I've seen it multiple times, so I think it's just like right in the middle of the road.
Yes, no, I
fine.
completely agree with that. Yeah, it's nothing spectacular. It's exactly okay.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But once you've watched it, you're probably good.
Yeah.
So tonight in the clubhouse, we have a brand new game called Dream House, and Amanda created it for us. Not me, guys. I'm so excited. So Amanda's going to explain it to us.
All right. So what it is a game where we look at a few different houses. One of them is a scene of a crime, or was. Another one is allegedly haunted.
Okay.
Another one is just a nice little house. So I've called my slideshow This Old Murder House. All the houses are located in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
They're all very nice houses, by the way.
Okay, I see you, Amityville house. Up
Yeah. I put some like houses that are known for being like murdery houses. Like we've got the murder house from the show American Horror Story, and then the Amity House, haunted and a murder house.
Yeah, double dipping.
Yeah. And so here's how to play. We'll go over them, we'll look at them, and then you'll have to decide at the end of the game which house you want to live in. And then also try and figure out which one's haunted and which one is the murder house.
Okay. I'm excited. I hope I can figure it out. Also, though, I'm excited because I would just be hyped to do any of those. None of that would scare me away for buying a house. Just so we know.
Same. You're going to give me a house for a discount because you think there are ghosts in it?
Yeah. Happy.
I'm in. Where do I sign?
Yeah. I hope I don't live to regret these words someday.
So the first one is 228 East Oglethorpe.
The whole address and everything.
Yeah, so it was built in 1855. It's a 5-bedroom. They're all about 5-bedroom houses, by the way. And it's like in the center of Savannah, so it's off one of the squares.
Okay. 55 could definitely be haunted.
Yeah. So as you can see, these are the exterior shots and the front door, and then the inside of the entryway.
So the green door is the front door.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I will say I've always wanted a green front door, and then I have my cute little lion.
Oh, cute.
So I like the door color.
Lots of updates.
What I'm going to be like. In the way, I'm going to be like, I like the color of that. Just like I would with a car.
Yeah, and so here we have a large chef's kitchen that overlooks a garden in the back. And this house has a little bit more of an open floor plan. It's been renovated.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's obvious. This is not 1855 look.
No.
Is it a shared garden in the back?
No.
Okay, just because it
Trust
seems
me.
like as if the house was like attached to other houses.
No, I'm sure it's closed off. This house costs way too much to be a shared garden. I'm telling you right now.
I hope so, because it was like attached to other buildings, right? Like,
yeah. It's like a townhouse kind of thing.
Okay. I assume those are original fireplaces.
Yes. Large open living spaces. You've got like a butler's cabinet, or closet or thing right there where you can have like, drinks. There's like a wine cooler there too. It has a really beautiful primary suite that looks over the garden, I believe. Beautiful renovated bathroom with a nice big soaking tub.
I love the soaking tub, and I do like the floor in the bathroom. Yeah. Not impressed by this view in the suite though.
Yeah.
Well,
the city living.
Like you can do.
But this house is very light and bright, stunning period details. But what's still got that new renovation flair.
They got an elevator?
Yeah, there's an elevator because there's 3 floors, Megan. You can't be walking up all 3 floors. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, why should I have to do such things?
An extra woohoo spot. It doesn't stop me anything.
There's also an additional living space on the lower level. There's like a mother-in-law's apartment, basically. So that's what you're seeing down here at the bottom. That little kitchen, bathroom, its own entryway. Well, it's like the sliding doors.
That's nice.
Cool, so I don't have to kick my... Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Great place for guests or family to stay. It also has all new HVAC, things like that.
I'm not surprised. I
Yes.
mean, it looked very, very renovated.
Yes.
I mean, this house is
So
so
new.
gutted inside.
Yes.
Yeah, truly.
And so these are really things you would want in a new home, just because it's like something you don't have to worry about for
yeah.
years down the line.
Right, yes.
So here's our second house.
She's not going to tell us how much it is.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I do have that in
Yeah,
my notes.
it's not
Sorry.
Good.
Maybe it's in my price, you know.
Sorry,
Maybe I
sorry,
can
sorry,
afford
sorry,
it.
sorry.
What's to say?
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think so, unless you're secretly rich. And then I'm like, you've been really stingy with us if you're rich enough to afford this home.
If there's any friend that we knew that was going to be secretly rich, it would be our Capricorn.
I appreciate that.
It's just the truth.
Okay, let's see. The price tag on our first house is just over $4 million.
Oof, duh.
Yeah. It's location. Like I said, it's
Yes.
like right in the city. I don't know if you've ever been to Savannah, but it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. One of their claim to fame is the park bench scenes of Forrest Gump were shot there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I have not been to Savannah, Georgia.
Me either. I do want to go at some point, though, because I've heard good things about the food. Well, I guess I've, like, stopped there, but not really.
I do. I like it. I've been like a couple of times. Went to a haunted restaurant there. It was pirate themed.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I like that you said that it was pirate themed, because when I was in New York, I was, like, picking out some diners I was going to go to with someone. I sent them, like, the 3 options that I thought were best, and they picked one called Buccaneer, and then they were like, it's not pirate themed. They were so
That is disappointing, though. It's called the Buccaneer.
It's a diner. It's like diners are often not themed.
I mean, a diner, it should be more themed.
Diner
It's not
is
that
the
nice.
Diner is the theme. Fair point.
Okay. So now our second house, 507 East St. Julian Street. It's an 18th century home, and you can walk up there on the roof.
Good. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, this one's more in the burbs.
Are we going to see a shot of the top of the house?
Unfortunately, no. I didn't have any pictures of that.
Intrigued, like what that looks like when you're up there.
I know, it is weird that there's no pictures of that, because they do brag about the view in the listing. But
They're like, but it's secret. You
They're-
have to pay to get to it.
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
true.
This one is like all...
interior.
Yeah, because this one's all decorated like people actually live there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not. It's
Also,
not
I'm not-
modernized in
Yeah.
the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not personally as into like the modern open concept
Mhm,
looks. I like for a room to feel like, okay, if I'm in a room and you're in a room, we're not in the same room. Like, I'm personally.
Yeah, and as you can see, lots of doors to the rooms.
I love that.
Close off the dining room from the rest of the house.
Pretty table too. I mean, I'm sure that's not coming with it, but it's very
No,
nice.
none of the furniture comes with any of these houses. Keep that in mind.
Thanks. I do like that mirror. You know, everything's negotiable.
I
Do you
was
see this
just about to
picture?
say that.
Of this person above the fireplace.
Yeah, so these are just main living room, the dining room, and then this one also has like a butler's pantry kind of thing going on. So that's what that is in the
I will
corner
say-
over there. That's not the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen does look like that.
Dishwasher.
That's not a dishwasher. I
the
think that's like,
butler's thing?
yeah, that's the butler's pantry thing, like the wet bar.
Oh.
That's why the sink is so tiny. But this is the kitchen, and there's a little breakfast nook off of it and another living space as well. You seem less impressed now that you've seen the actual kitchen.
I am.
Not as
So,
cute.
yeah, it's not as cute. Also, I hate the red coloring, which I'm sure is,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
obviously
Well,
you can just change it, but
Yeah.
also I'm not a big fan of these stoves and like I am not as big a fan of this kitchen. It's a lot more updated than I wanted.
Okay. Well, most people like an updated kitchen because it means your appliances aren't going to need to be replaced.
They got
It's not
one
like
of those refrigerators that looks like the cabinets.
That's very fancy.
It is fancy. Yeah. Then you're like, where's the? They don't have a refrigerator.
Yeah. So here are some of the additional spaces. It's got 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
That's nice.
I mean, some of those bathrooms are half baths.
Also,
I really
don't need my
love-
guests taking a bath.
I really love this like office space that opens up on the sunken walled garden in the back. I think that's like, it's like really cute. There's like a fountain back there too.
In the primary bath, is it a 2-sink vanity? Because that one vanity looks real big.
No, I think that no, that's
It's hard to
just,
say.
that's just one sink. And then there's like, you can see there's a little stool.
Okay.
So it's like a vanity you can sit at and like put your makeup on in theory. And then there's this balcony off of the like,
I do love balcony.
and it
Oh,
overlooks
sounds
the garden. Yeah, the guy who
Like
built
the
it
airport?
like is like fancy, and he built the sunken garden. It's all fancy. Okay, this one's a little bit more affordable.
And I do want to sleep in these beds.
Oh, it looks so comfy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even the little twins.
This would be such a cute, like, bed and breakfast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This one's a little over 2.5 million.
Oh, so much less.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Very
need to be in the
affordable.
city in the setting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Although
I mean-
it was nice that the city one had its own parking.
Yes, yeah, it did. It did.
For $4 million, I better have my own parking.
You right.
Not a $4 million room either.
Oh,
And our third and final house.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, this one is 710 East 48th Street in Savannah. Another one in the burbs. This one was built in 1945.
progressively got newer.
This one's a little bit smaller. 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
Only 2.5 baths.
Income producing carriage house.
Yes. Well, I mean, you
My
don't.
carriage house.
Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be income
Yeah,
producing.
yeah,
It
no.
could just be a guest house.
I need studio.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I mean, if we're living in a world where I'm pretending that I have millions of dollars
Yeah.
to spend, then I don't need
Yeah, so-
producing carriage.
Here's the entryway. It's so like you go through the front door and then there's another door.
I do love that shade of blue.
I know,
that
right?
door.
It's nice.
It is very nice.
The inside of the door is green.
I don't like that.
So we have a light and bright, great room here, as you can see.
I do like that there are 2 doors to get in the house.
No, that's nice.
Nice safety feature.
Yeah, it makes you feel more secure.
A spacious primary suite.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one also has a nice big soaking tub and a full shower as well.
I hate the fake wood color stuff. Like that beigey
The-
color.
Yeah.
Cabinet
Yeah,
is
it
the
looks-
terrible color.
Well, and it's on the wall too.
Yeah,
so it's,
I
I mean,
would
it's like the
definitely-
cabinet would be easy to replace, but
What cabinet?
the vanity.
Oh, the
Yeah,
vanity
the
for the
color.
sink
Oh,
vanity. I mean, that can be replaced.
Yeah, I mean, I can also.
It's not built
replace
in,
it,
but-
just- I'm the one who's
Now
gonna have
the
to do it.
hassle.
It's my work
Yeah.
to do.
A very nice little backyard with plenty of little deck spaces, and then also you can see the carriage house. There are the other bedrooms. There's a glassed-in porch, and the kitchen down there. There's a nice little breakfast nook.
Do you know if it's a gas range? I feel like that it has the bench built in beside the window. Sit there and read.
Oh,
Because I would
yes.
put a lot of comfy pillows there. They just have the one accent pillow, like lunatics.
Why they don't have,
Cushions.
truly, it baffles the
Sit-
mind.
Sit me on that
They're like,
hardwood
it's just-
bench.
It's just for looking at.
Yeah.
A bench to look at, not to sit on.
Ooh, a glassed-in porch. In Savannah, you would want that.
Oh, for
Mhm.
sure. It gets so
You
humid.
could be outside, but still be inside.
Yeah, truly.
It doesn't say in any of the details I was able to find whether or not it is a gas range or not.
It looks like one to me. But I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it does. I think all these houses might actually have had gas ranges, except for the second one
I think the second
was electric.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's some pictures of the guest house.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah, so it has its own, like the bedroom's separate. So like it's not like all just one big room, like a studio type. Even has a little fireplace in there.
And
A little porch, yeah,
Yeah.
cute.
private space. The main house isn't
And then some recent upgrades, pest control, new roof. I mean,
raises more questions than it answers.
it's Savannah and it's an old house. But yeah, 10 year, recently renewed. The third house is much more affordable than the first two, which I mean, it's a much smaller house. This one is a little over 800,000.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Must
okay.
be much further.
Yeah, so let's see. You know, honestly, it's not that far from most of Savannah. It's like just off like basically the middle of the city. So it must just be just on the outskirts or something. All right, here's the crime.
Oh,
Oh, cool. So we get to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
I
tell you
got
about the
it.
crime.
I love it.
Okay. Fun.
Okay, so the crime was the father of a future American poet. He,
Like one we would know.
I mean, you might know it. I didn't know him. I'm not very familiar with poets, so. He winds up killing his wife and himself, the future poet. He's 11 years old and finds his parents' bodies. There were like a lot of rumors, like after the murder happened, saying things like he killed his wife and stuff because she was like getting around and just a wild partier. But the truth is, he was probably suffering from like some sort of depressive episode or something. He had been dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression and stuff before they moved to Savannah because their family's originally from New York. He started his medical practice in New York because he's a doctor. And it was just really stressful because it's like, I believe it was in the city he was doing it. And so one of the things that they advised was him moving south and to like a slower pace of life. So his family settled in Savannah and things were going okay for a little while. And whenever he would get in these moods or whatever, he would take a long break from work and then take a break, like go on a little vacation, come back. But
So he's been suffering from a mental health crisis for quite some time.
Yes, and shortly before the murder, he had attempted suicide, and it was unsuccessful. But yeah, unfortunately, he did successfully kill himself, not before killing his wife, though. And his little boy found it and wound up living with relatives. So that's a crime, but I didn't hear anything about the house being haunted. Just a crime. The haunting. So with this one, the house was being built, and they found what was a Native American crypt when they were digging the foundation, and they were like, oh, what do we do? And this is past time, so just like, cover it up. Just bury it, put the house on top, it's fine. So they didn't like seek any councils or any archaeological stuff. And after that, there were spooky things happening throughout the construction. So like almost immediately, weird things started happening, accidents on the workplace. One of the workers felt like he was being possessed in a moment and was walking towards like an edge of something and almost walked off. There were accidental deaths that happened, like the roof collapsed at one point during the build. The owner, after he moved in, began seeing shadowy figures, hearing footsteps, and even had an Episcopal preacher come for an exorcism.
Wonder if anything improved after the exorcism.
Considered one of the most haunted houses in Savannah.
Interesting.
I'm okay, but so those are your choices. Money is no object. Where would you live?
It is tricky. They all have their pros, but they also all have their cons.
For me personally, it's definitely not the first house.
Okay.
I hate that the building is connected to other buildings, and I want some space. I love the outside look of this third one so much. Like,
Agreed. It's so much better.
I know,
than
it
the
is
second
very
house.
cute.
yeah. I know, because the second house is not cute from the outside, except for
Yeah.
the weird little roof thing, which, I mean, honestly, I'm assuming is only actually cute from
No,
being
but-
on it.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, this is the style that houses were copying in like the 90s all around here. Like, this is the colonial style
Yes.
they were all copying, because that house is an 18th century house.
Right.
Yeah. The other thing I'm struggling with is that I'm very drawn to, like, the little guest house on the second one to have, like, some private space. But I like that the third one has some, like, actual grass in the yard. Like, because the second one barely has any. Like, it does have, like, a small amount of grass, but, like, not much.
Yeah, on the second house, I'm not sure if there's more backyard to that. Just didn't show any other pictures other than the sunken garden. They had several pictures of the sunken garden. They were very proud of that.
I do like the sunken garden. I don't dislike it. That was one thing that I told people when I was, like, hanging out in New York, is I was like, if I, like, lived here, I think one of the things that would bother me is how rare it would be that I was, like, actually standing on the earth, standing on something that wasn't man-made.
Yeah.
Also, I wish we could see the garden. Not that I would ever come back to the first one.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you that the lot size of the second house is over 7,000 square feet. So that's the whole lot, from what I understand.
How big is the second one? I mean, the third one?
The lot size for the third one is almost 6,000 square feet.
We'll visit each other. We can enjoy all these houses.
Great, I love it.
It's gonna be the first step to Club Mansion. Although, really, if I was getting it for Club Mansion purposes, I might go back to the first one because an elevator. Yeah, that's.
I know.
We're getting closer to.
Yeah.
And for Club, I do think we want to be in the city, close to all the rest.
Oh,
We wanna
yeah.
walk, too.
Just fun.
Yeah, just a good time.
I mean, to be fair, none of them are that far from the city, but this one's the first one's just in the city. It's right there.
Yeah.
You're right in the action.
Is it like across from a park?
They got these squares. Again, this is the road.
The squares basically are like, each square is like a little park. It's such a cute city. And the Spanish moss, it's like magical looking there, honestly.
And the second house is the one that had all those doors on the rooms, right?
Many doors, because that's the custom of old homes. The best way to keep the heat in was to close the doors.
Keep the heat in and the chit chat out.
You made a decision. The third one had the carriage house.
Yeah, the third one has the
Little
carriage house.
porch and the
The first
barn.
one had the mother-in-law's apartment on the lower floor.
Make my decision.
Yeah.
Just gonna.
Because honestly, I'm probably just gonna decide
Gonna
whatever. Like if
the
you
opposite?
pick one, yeah,
Yeah.
that isn't what I do, then I'll just do the other one.
Great. All
Okay.
right.
Man, that's big too.
Oh, I mean, it's huge. It's got 5 bedrooms in there.
Yeah. Also, I kid you not, I could go through the full slideshow. I'm like, do I even remember what I saw?
I know, it's like so many
Can you take us back through 2
all
and
the
3
details.
of the
Okay.
pictures real quick? It's so hard. Because I'm mixing the two of them up.
It is really tough. Oh, but they got the pillow beds. Oh,
But we
damn
don't
it.
get to keep them. I mean, maybe.
But
Money's no object.
exactly. And everything is negotiable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's no way.
It's weird that it can be so cute inside and so not
that's
cute
the problem.
outside.
It's East St. Julian. That wasn't even.
There's a lot of rooms. Like, I didn't have enough room on this slideshow
Okay.
to put all the rooms. There's a second den living room area.
Cute little balcony, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. We're ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. I think I'm ready too.
Okay.
Who do you want to go first, Bill?
Nadine, why don't you go first?
All right. I have decided that I'm going to purchase home number 3.
Oh, me too.
We need to get an interior designer.
Well, yeah,
It's a mess.
but we have all the money in the world.
Exactly.
And that was my thought is like, oh, I can make that home work for me.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's a lot I would change, but the things that I would change, it's gonna make more
But
sense
it's just
to start
so
there.
cute. It's such a
Mhm.
cute house.
It is very cute. Oh,
Yeah.
so much curb appeal. It's insane.
Agreed. Yeah.
Also, I love the idea of the little like separate carriage house.
mm.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes. Agreed.
And I
Yes.
love the 2 front doors. Lots of real cute stuff.
And what do I need 5 bedrooms for? 4 sufficient.
That's not my feelings, but I do love it. Yeah. It was real close.
All right. So now are we making our guesses?
Is right.
Yes. Which one do you think is the location of the crime?
Which one would you buy, Amanda? Knowing what you know, because
I
we already talked about how it doesn't really matter to us anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I do like the third one a lot. Like, I like all of them a lot. I like the third one a lot with the curb appeal, but I do worry about the upstairs just because I know houses like that tend to get really hot upstairs and don't have the best circulation when they're older.
It has that new AC though.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Yeah,
always bode well
doesn't
for
guarantee,
circulation.
but-
The ventilation system, who knows who put that in.
Yeah. Fair point.
I think I would probably go with the first one.
I would
think
buy
the blank.
first if I was
The
picking
blank.
between
It's got a
these
nice
houses
blank
for you.
slate. It's real big. It's
It is.
right in the
Nice,
city. I
nice.
could just like walk out to the park or
Yeah,
like walk
agreed.
anywhere.
Yeah. I
Don't-
feel like you would pick like one of the living rooms or something and then decorate it like very
Mhm,
like
mhm.
periodish.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I would bring it back to the past
Yeah.
with like still like not completely demolishing the modern like flair of it either, because I don't mind like a little modernity from time to time, but
Okay.
All right.
So what do we think?
So murder house first. Is that the
Mhm.
one we're
Yes,
guessing
yes.
first? All right. I think.
I think
The
number
first
one.
one.
Yeah, I think number 1 is the murder house.
Yeah.
I think that's where the New York doctor killed his
Yes.
We
stuff
do.
and his wife.
Well, because they're partying. Well, you want to be partying.
The partying,
right?
the
And
partying part, that was hot goss. That was none of that was true. She was not getting around. She was not partying. She was stressing over her man being
Exactly.
mentally unstable.
Yeah, it sounds like she was trying real hard.
Yeah, she was trying real hard.
She got murdered in the
And yeah,
process.
because he like one of the things was they were suspicious. Like they thought that maybe he did it because he was afraid of getting sent to an asylum.
Okay. But he's
I
a
wish he had
physician.
been.
Yeah.
I bet he can afford
He thought his wife was going to send him there.
house number 1. So I'm thinking house number 1.
Yeah.
And what the haunted house?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking house number 2.
I think number 3 is the haunted one.
So the murder house is number 1.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm,
Look at us. We're amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
now only one of us can be right.
Right, hold on. Let me tell you the name of the poet. Never mind. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But the second house is the haunted house.
Oh.
It was actually, the house is so old that it was actually moved from its original location to where it is now. And that's when the construction accidents and things happened and they found the Indian burial ground.
I thought maybe you were trying to trick us because there was a part of me that thought that like I was like, man, the second house is so like ugly from the front that I was like I thought that you had picked it like to throw something.
No, I only picked luxury house.
Yeah.
Conrad Aiken.
Yep, that's the guy. That's his
Pulitzer
name.
Prize winner.
Oh wow. Fancy.
He grew up and did well for himself. But yeah, it's known as the Conrad Aiken house to this day, I'm pretty sure. Because it's so old. I mean, I don't even think he lived there very long. I don't think he even moved back when he got older.
Yeah. It
Smart.
does not sound like he lived there long at all.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed enjoyed the game. Unfortunately, I don't have unlimited funds to give you to buy any of these houses.
What?
So you're just going to have to dream about living there.
According to Wikipedia, so take that with a grain of salt. Then 11
Embarrassing for
years
me.
old, heard the 2 gunshots, discovered the bodies immediately thereafter. And he was raised by his great aunt and uncle in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Oh,
So he lived there for the first 11 years of his life and seemingly never
yeah.
went back. Yeah.
Oh wait, so they had been there for a long time in Savannah. For some reason, I thought that they had just moved there to like.
I mean, I think the way I
slower
told
place.
it makes it seem like they didn't live there, but there were many years of him working as a doctor and then like taking these long breaks.
Yeah.
For months at a time, and then going back to work, and then like also having another breakdown, having to take a break.
Wow, this kid is very lucky that he was not part of the crime.
Yeah, and then
Well,
maybe
it sounds like
maybe
he
because
was
he
only
did
worried about his wife
think that his
committing
wife
him.
was going to commit him, but I don't know why
Yeah.
you care about being committed if you're going to
If
go
you're
ahead
gonna-
and off yourself.
Yes. But yes, no, he is very fortunate because
I guess she's probably the only one that really could have stopped you from killing yourself.
Who knows? It might have been as simple as that he had pulled out the gun to kill himself, and she was trying to stop
yeah,
him.
she walked in.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of detail
Yeah.
that I could find.
Well, because what had happened, 1901.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
Terrible. That house does look haunted. The second house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that like widow's walk thing. Couldn't you
That's
see a ghost hanging out
That's
up there?
why I said it was haunted because I was like, what a haunted thing to put up there.
Just a restless spirit just traipsing about on your
yeah,
roof.
truly.
All right, you guys, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Scary Movie Clubcast and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. See you next movie night, and don't forget, there are 56 days till Halloween.
Bye.
And that's the end.
No, it's not the end. I don't know what I did. I pressed the wrong button. A little over 800,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh, great. I'll get it for no problemo.
Your secret millions. Oglethorpe? There's a lion in the middle of it.
Sorry to anybody who's from Savannah.
Oglethorpe sounds like a weird sex crime that was like only committed in a very specific place at a very specific time.
All right,
I can
Megan's
just
ready.
plug this in.
Was Megan ready?
Oh, will you maybe
I
not?
know.
I don't
Megan
know.
made it sound like
She
Megan
peppered
was ready. You're right.
That
That was my own fault.